for me, I play this game when I get very like in my head and stressed. Just okay, but what's the worst that could happen, right? If I mess up the exam, what's the worst that could happen? I'll just give it again. I remember her saying this, which is you should always chase a seat and don't chase a rank. That was something that made me sail through, because I realized that I'm not trying to be AIR1. I'm just trying to get my seat so I can do my branch, and that's the point of this, and that shouldn't be lost.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Dr. Lekha Bhalera.
So, Dr. Lekha, how was it preparing for the exams?
Well, honestly, for me, this was my first attempt. So I was doing my internship while I was preparing. So it was hectic. Yeah, pretty hectic. And I'll say one thing though, I never thought that I would clear the exam this year. Like, I had no hope. And then it got postponed, which is a hot take, I know. But I was so happy when it got postponed, because I think I could really turn things around. And it's done, I'm happy. So yeah.
And what motivated you through?
My mom is an obstetrician, and I've always wanted to be an obstetrician, and I always knew what I wanted, and I've always been the kind of person who wants to go for what I want, right? So I thought that I could do it, and I think I loved MBBS, I loved studying, so I had a feeling that, if I just push really hard, I can make it through and I can take a seat this year. So yeah, it's just my love for the subject, honestly.
The obstacles that you faced in between.
Internship?
Yes.
Yeah, that was an obstacle.
Why so?
Well, I mean, it's not wrong on their part, right? Because you're technically working, so you are employed, so they do expect you to be 100% present, and they don't expect you to, want to like go off and study separately. So obviously there were times when there were very hectic duties like medicine postings, obs and gynae postings, surgery postings, where we had like 24-hour calls, and we had to stay till late. And I think one of the obstacles was I had to kind of balance my wish to do well in the exam and study for the exam, and also my wish to just learn in internship, because that's the only chance you get, right, to go to all of the different departments and figure out what you want to do and to learn new skills and stuff like that. So my biggest obstacle was balancing all of that. So yeah, that was my biggest obstacle, honestly.
And in 3 mantras of life that just made you sail through.
Okay. One is what Zainab ma'am said. I remember her saying this, which is you should always chase a seat and don't chase a rank. That was something that made me sail through, because I realized that I'm not trying to be AIR1. I'm just trying to get my seat so I can do my branch, and that's the point of this, and that shouldn't be lost. The second is what's the worst that could happen. So for me, I play this game when I get very like in my head and stressed. Just okay, but what's the worst that could happen? Right? If I mess up the exam, what's the worst that could happen? I'll just give it again. Or if I miss something in internship, what's the worst that could happen? I'll learn it eventually, right? So that's my favorite mantra. Third mantra is I think that hard work beats talent, always. That is my favorite mantra. I'm a big believer in, if you have good intent and if you work hard, then you can achieve what you want. And it's not as much about being genetically blessed or talented as much as it is about putting in the effort. So yeah.
Great. So what's the funniest moment that you've encountered till now in your medical career?
Oh my god, so many. I will tell you, not funny, but kind of a silly moment was the day of the NEET PG exam, right? So on the circular for the NEET PG exam, they said something about how you can't use the bathroom until the exam starts, and then once the exam starts, you can use it. And I don't know why this is the one thing that stressed me out to another extent. So I was like, absolutely no doing. Something has to work. So we reached the center and we were like bang on time. And my mom was like, you know what? Let's just circle around. We'll find like a Starbucks or something, and we'll go there and we'll use the bathroom, and then we'll come back. And in all of that, we got stuck in really bad traffic, and I was running late for the exam. I know this sounds like a sad story, but it's fine. And then it's so funny. Like we saw outside the door of the car, and there was like a line of students who were just walking in the mud in like heavy rain to the center with their parents and their like bags and their files and their admit cards. And I was like, obviously I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? So I was like, okay, we have to walk. So we went like drenched in mud, and I had carried 5 IDs. Okay, so they tell you to carry 1, and I was like, I don't want to mess this up. So I had carried 5 with me, And guess what happened the minute I reached the center? I realized that I dropped the IDs in the car.
All 5.
I had one ID, and I was like, if they do not accept my voter ID, I don't know what's gonna happen. But that's not even the funniest part. The funniest part is when I reached up, the first thing they said to me is, oh yeah, the washroom's right here. So you can go there, use it, and then register.
And you can just get passionate.
And I was like, excuse me? This was not told to me, but yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think it worked out, right? So yeah, I mean, the worst that could happen kind of happened. So yeah, it's fine.
perfect. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much.